So I've been working for myself as a full-time filmmaker since last August, and I've learned like all kind of things, like good things, bad things, you know, how to manage the business, the whole nine. And it's stressful, right? It is very stressful. But today I want to just talk about some of the things that I struggled with in the beginning that can hopefully help make your transition from working for someone to working for yourself 10 times smoother. So let's just jump straight in. So the first thing that's at the top of my list that I got, you know, I did like write a little list here, because if not, I would just ramble on. Like this would be like a 5-hour video, and trust me, y'all don't want that. But the first thing at the top of my list is just making the commitment. Like you have to be fully committed. When you say like, okay, I'm about to quit my job and start working for myself. And this is with any niche. Like this doesn't even have to be a filmmaker, photographer. You gotta be like all the way in. There is no middle ground. There's no like, oh, I'm gonna just sort of do it and I'm gonna, you know, kind of, you know, do this at the same time. No, that's not gonna work. At the start, right when you make that decision and you put in your 2-week notice, or your job shuts down or whatever it is, and you quit and you decide I'm jumping into my company full time, 110% commitment. And the reason I'm really saying that is because in the beginning, even for myself, it's going to be a struggle. You have no idea how your business is going to go. It may be a struggling period where you're just growing, trying to network with people, trying to let people know that, hey, my company exists for what you need. And during that time, you might not be generating the revenue that you're capable of or that you would like to be generating. That really can become a stressful, very, very stressful time. And for myself, that's why it took me so long to commit. It took me a very long time to finally just hang up the towel and say, look, I'm jumping in with JPM full-time, 100%. It wasn't until we honestly relocated from Georgia to Texas, where I was off work anyway because of the move for about, I think it was like 3 weeks anyway. And during that time, I was, you know, marketing, just kind of getting my company's, you know, exposure out here in the Texas area, and just kind of like branding myself.
Hi, my name is Justin Porter, owner of Justin Porter Media. A lot of you probably think that it's just me running the show, when in fact, it's an entire team of talented individuals. I'd love to take a minute and introduce those people to you right now. Hey everyone, my name is Justin. I've been with the company for about 4 years now. I'm the creative director. What's up, y'all? My name's Justin. I'm the grip. I pretty much just carry everything, load it, unload it, grab the batteries. Hey everybody, I'm Jay. I've been with the company for about 4 years now. I'm the editor. I take care of editing all the videos, move the batteries, you know, make sure everything's packed up after the shoots. It's a very exciting role because I get to work one-on-one with you. I'm the one who sits behind the desk and basically puts the puzzle together. I carry everything.
Once I made that commitment, that's where the real challenge started. That's where finding out, you know, how to run my business and how to manage my business and all these different aspects. That leads me into my next topic, which is focusing on the business. I was so concerned with just finding new work that I wasn't really focused on how to manage and properly, you know, run a production company. And this is different for each, you know, niche. In the beginning, I struggled with that. I had no idea really what I was doing to be doing something full time. You know, yes, I have a sales background and I'm confident in pitching myself and my services, but at the end of the day, the business aspect of it was one of the strong things that I feel like if I could go back to August, I would jump in on that. If you're gonna jump out there, you need to know your worth, you need to know your prices, you need to know where you're comfortable at doing any type of video for a company or a person. What's your bare minimum? You know, I wouldn't leave the house for X amount of dollars. That's where you need to have that clear, set in stone. I didn't have that. I mean, I wouldn't leave the house was all over the place. Like, trust me, if I started talking numbers, y'all would be like, bro, are you serious? You was charging that in the beginning? Like, yeah, I was setting myself up for failure. In addition to that, in addition to like running the business, I would say like maintaining your brand image is another one of those things that I really don't see a lot of. Like, I'm in a lot of different Facebook groups on Instagram. Get it together. I'm in a lot of different Facebook groups on Facebook, and I always see different people, you know, they'll make posts from like maybe a chain that they had with a previous client. And you always got to remember, at the end of the day, no matter who you work for, whether it's, you know, your stepmom or whether it's like a big time business owner, they are all clients. They are all your customers, and you have to 100% tend to their needs. Yes, it can be tedious sometimes. Yes, it can be annoying, but at the end of the day, those are the people who are paying your bills. And if you don't treat it as such, you're really tarnishing your brand and your image. And that's really where you thrive as a filmmaker and a photographer. I couldn't tell you how many times I've gone places and they're like, oh yeah, I've worked with that person. And man, I hated the way that they did things. I hated the way they talked. I hated the way they directed me. I hated the way that, they did this, that, and the other. And you don't want to be one of those people. Trust me. You want to be remembered for, oh man, I love that person's energy. I love their ideas. They're so passionate. They're so energetic. They're this, they're that. That's what you want to be known for. Get yourself a Facebook page. They're free. That's at least where you should start, is a Facebook page. Get a Facebook business page. Get all your previous clients that you've worked for, friends, whoever, to like that page, because that's going to show your credibility. If you have a new Facebook page and it's got 3 likes on it and you're trying to run ads, don't expect that much success. There's just not enough credibility there. Get those people to leave reviews. I couldn't tell you, it was up until my wife really started painting that picture for me, because she leaves a review every time we go somewhere. I mean, we could go to a mom and pop coffee shop and she would be like, oh, walked in there, greeted by Danielle, best customer service ever, definitely going back. And she would leave reviews like that all the time, good or bad. I was always kind of clowning her. I'm like, babe, why are you doing this? Don't nobody read that. But then once I started, telling my clients to leave reviews, I started realizing people are calling me saying, hey, we love your reviews. We think, you'd be a great fit. Can you come by and give us a quote for this project? That's what really blew my mind. I'm like, dang, people actually read these reviews. And so I stress that with all my clients, wedding clients, business clients. I'm like, hey, if you could, go to my Facebook, go to my, not profile, leave me a review with your honest feedback on how it was working with me and your actual finished product. And I mean, I'm telling you, it goes way further than you think it does. That's only gonna also help you work harder with your customer service. You go to a Walmart, and I'm not gonna say they don't care, but the level of customer service at an open house like that, like a Walmart, versus when you go to a car dealership, I mean, they are trying to carry you out of your car. They want to walk you in on their shoulders and seat you. They want to get you water. They want to get you some Skittles. And the whole reason behind that is because good customer service makes you want to spend money. I feel like I'm talking too much about this, but good customer service in the long run, you want to make sure that at the end of the day, you're focused on your brand image, creating a positive impact with whoever you talk to, and being remembered for, oh, that was an exciting person to work for. He was a good person. She was a good person. The next thing is following up. You have a whole conversation with somebody, 20, 30 minutes, and then, you feel like it went great. And then 3 days go by and you hadn't heard from them. What do? Me personally, I actually have reminders in my phone. I set notes, I write, notes on my computer desk. But the biggest thing is if I talk to you and I'm like, okay, hey, we had a conversation today, then 3 days from today, I will set a reminder in my phone hey, follow up with ABC person or ABC company. So follow-up game has got to be strong, because you work for yourself. People usually inquire, then they stop and think about it, and then they usually reach out to 3, 4, or 5 other people, right? They want to see if the price is usually fair, especially with a photographer or a filmmaker. So you got to make sure you're following up. I personally give it 3 days for personal clients. If it's a business, I usually do 7 days. If you take anything away from this video, follow up with your clients, 100%. Follow up, follow up, follow up. My next topic was to stop buying gear. For myself, I still struggle with this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try to sit here and talk to y'all oh yeah, I don't be buying nothing. No, that's not the case. I do buy a lot of gear, but I try my hardest to buy it when I need it, rather than oh, that looks great to have. I need that. I want to buy it. I want it. And it's hard. Trust me. I'm not gonna, I know that this is already a challenge that almost every creator has, filmmaker, photographer. We see something new that comes out, it's a hot commodity. All your YouTube channel, best friends that you watch, subscribe to, they are all making videos about it, and you just can't get it out of your mind, right? So you feel like you need to go out and buy it. I get it. I've been there. It's rough. Starting your business, the best thing you can do for yourself is to stop buying gear. Work with what you got, scale your business, let it grow, and then slowly buy and build up your quality and your brand and your image and stuff like that as time goes on. Live without it, let your business scale a little bit, and then start upgrading your equipment and things as you need it, not just because everybody's talking about it. But that's all I got. I just really wanted to talk to y'all. It's been 9 months for me. It's been a fun 9 months. I'm actually gonna make a video on August 1st or around August that's going over my first full year employed and my expectations versus the reality of it, and just kind of have more in-depth things on what to expect in your first year as a full-time filmmaker or photographer. And so hopefully that is even more insight for you guys. But take this with a grain of salt. This is just what I've learned and some of the things that I just kind of wrote down I feel like would be perfect to talk and touch base on. So if you enjoyed it, give this bad boy a thumbs up, share it to some of your other people that you might know that are going full time, whatever. And yeah, if you got any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll see y'all in the next one, all right?
I'm chasing